I really like to pack light, especially when I'm traveling internationally. So I want to tell you today kind of how I pack like a minimalist, how I save space in my suitcase, and really just the bare bones that I bring on a trip like this. I absolutely love the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 packing method. This essentially is where you bring 5 tops, 4 bottoms, 3 layering pieces, 2 pairs of shoes, and 1 dress. You can kind of change this up however you want. Essentially, you're bringing 15 clothing items. The idea is that you're going to rotate, mix and match, and wash clothing items. Now, where I'm going in Ireland, they really don't have dryers. It's kind of a phenomenon to me. They live in a very damp climate, so things take many, many days to a week to dry. So knowing that, having traveled there before, I know that I'm actually going to be taking 6 tops and 3 bottoms. That's going to work better for me. So you can kind of rearrange this however you want. It's kind of a rule of thumb. And then I'm not bringing a dress. So instead of that, I'm going to count an accessory, which is my purse. So this is the little satchel bag. I guess fanny packs are back. I remember when these were popular the first time around, so I'm kind of amazed and excited. So I'm gonna be packing that in lieu of a dress. My idea here is that I'm gonna be wearing a lot of t-shirts and then just kind of layering as things get cooler in the evening. We might have some rain, that's pretty much expected. I packed a lot of cotton, a couple little bit nicer shirts just for going out in the evening to dinner, and then my plan is to just layer this gray sweater, which is open in the front and it has these beautiful buttons on the sleeves, and it is a little bit dressier and a little bit warmer. I'm also going to be bringing this chambray top, which again is a perfect layering piece. I also have noticed that wet wipes actually are great for spot cleaning clothing. It's not perfect, but I have used them in a pinch before. So I brought 3 packages of wet wipes. These wet wipes get really, really damp and they don't leave behind any staining. So I love them for spot cleaning a wardrobe. So I'm going to, instead of bringing way more clothes, I'm going to just bring another pack of wet wipes to kind of do my laundry that way. I'm going to bring 2 pairs of tennis shoes. Again, just kind of thinking about what we're going to be doing. We're going to do a lot of exploring, and in case one pair gets wet, I have a backup pair while I blow dry the wet ones. And that's another thing I've done there, is actually used a blow dryer to dry things more quickly, and I do hand wash things in the sink. Now, I like to pack the day before just so that I can use everything fresh out of my suitcase, and I know if I've forgotten something. So I'm leaving tomorrow, I've packed today. Another tip is to wash everything the day before. Even if it's just been sitting kind of clean in your closet, it might have gotten a little bit stale. And if you're planning on re-wearing like I am without maybe washing in between, you really want your clothes to be fresh. You want to make sure, if you're packing minimally, that absolutely everything you bring is something you cannot live without. So going back to the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 packing method, instead of, I forgot to mention this, a 3rd outer layer, I'm going to be bringing an umbrella. So that's going to take the place for me of a 3rd layering piece. So make sure that absolutely everything you're bringing is something you know for a fact you cannot do without. You have to remember that it is very likely that you will be able to get your hands on something that you need that you may have forgotten. So the last time that I went to Ireland, which was last year, they actually lost our luggage for several days. I was very happy that I had carried on all of my toiletries and my makeup in addition to an extra t-shirt. I knew this was possible. I knew they might lose my luggage, and sure enough they did. So I was really happy to have carried on all of that stuff. It is maybe a little bit bulky or inconvenient, but far less inconvenient in my opinion than having to go out and rebuy all of this stuff. So I like carrying on what I know I need for at least 1 day if my luggage is lost. So I have my neck pillow and all of my toiletries and makeup in this little tote. This little travel toiletry bag is something that I got off of Amazon. I absolutely love this. I've traveled with it now several times. It's got a little hook to go over the door, and it has just enough space for the things that I want to bring. So again, I love to pack things like my makeup the day before so that I can use them straight out of this travel bag and know that I haven't forgotten anything. So I have my makeup, my bare essentials, my makeup brushes, and then I also like to carry on the plane a dry shampoo, just a tiny little bottle. I also love to have hairspray. This is the Tresemme. It is in the travel section and I love it. I actually buy this in a full size. I also carry on with me, this may seem odd, but I love to carry on with me toothbrush and toothpaste. Now I need to get a little cap for this toothbrush because ew, gross. It's just kind of free floating in this little container for now, but I will get a cap for that. And then wet wipes specifically for wiping down my tray and my seatbelt and just for washing my hands before I need to eat anything. I also love to bring little Neutrogena makeup remover wipes. These are actually really, really nice. I love this brand of makeup wipes. And then I also have a little pack of tissues just in case. Then I love to carry on a little travel size deodorant as well. So here's how everything kind of lines up. You might think this looks really bulky. Am I even gonna be able to close this thing? Yes, it's perfect. This is just the right amount of stuff for me to bring and everything zips up just fine. In my carry-on, I'm also bringing only one book. Again, I've made this mistake before of thinking I'll bring all these books and magazines. It's a long flight. I'm gonna be really bored. Honestly, you just watch movies or try to sleep. So I'm bringing one book in my carry-on, and then I also really like to take notes. This is actually quite a large notebook. I'm gonna try and scale it down quite a bit. See what I have around the house that maybe I can take with me as I plan video ideas or journal. So I like to have something to write with, something to read, and that's about it for entertainment. I'm bringing very, very minimal, kind of scaled down jewelry. So I'm just bringing a couple of earrings, a bracelet, a necklace, and actually just a hair cloth. I wanna make sure that I roll my necklaces in my t-shirts. Some people say rolling doesn't save space. I actually believe it does. I love rolling my shirts and my pants. So I will be rolling everything, and I will roll my necklaces inside of a t-shirt just to keep them from tangling up. So that is another really, really good hack if you like to roll your clothes. Always remember to leave a little bit of room in your suitcase for souvenirs. It has been my experience across the board that people just want candy. They just want foreign chocolates and candy. My family, my friends, everyone agrees that candy is best. So I love to leave an extra section of my suitcase for souvenirs, aka sweets. So make sure again that you're thinking about that and not thinking, ooh, I have extra room, I'll bring an extra pair of shoes or I'll bring a couple extra t-shirts. Chances are you're actually gonna want that extra space coming back. So be really thoughtful. What are some of your very favorite travel tips? I can't wait to chat with you about that. Please subscribe for more videos just like this one, and I will see you soon. Bye.